Well, folks, I'm rolling down the road, heading to the lake. I don't know what to expect today. The river's muddy. It's muddy everywhere. The lake's muddy. There's no escape from the muddy water and the rising water. We've got water moving. We got current. So I'm probably going to go anchor up. We got chicken. I put some chicken on the boat. We got some white perch. So we got primo bait, primo cut bait. We got the chicken that has been producing fish. And I brought some new planer boards that I'm going to try out if I do any drifting. All right, so what's my battle plan today? Well, we're gonna try anchoring up first. There's gonna be current on the river. I'm gonna try picking some places, hopefully mark some fish, toss out an anchor, see if we can get some to hit. I'm not very confident, and I'm probably gonna have to be doing some hole hopping. I'm not gonna give these places a long time. So park, chunk some baits, see if we get bit, then make a move. Let's go catch them. There you go, guys. There's the muddy water I was telling you about. It is what it is. All you can do is go fish. If you catch them, you catch them. If you don't, you don't. You ain't gonna know until you put the baits in the water. All right, guys, I think I got one going on here. Yes, I do. This would be on the chicken. Small fish. But finally got bit. Made another move. Yep, he's still there. Ran into the river, in the mud, in the current. That cove pocket did not work that I stopped in. Got up in here, and that is a channel cat. Skunks out of the boat. Not a monster, but man, after about 3 hours of fishing and not a single bite, good to get one in the boat. You know what I'm saying? No beast, but red rod, one of the B&M rods, Silver Cat Elite rods. Red for strawberry jello. That bait back in the water. Yeah, guys, I've been fishing a while. Hit 2 spots for a pretty good set, about 45 minutes apiece, and both of them did some riding and looking. Decided to come up here, fish some super shallow water. I'm only sitting in about 5 feet of water. Temperature 46 degrees, actually a little bit cooler than some of the other stops, but equally as muddy, a lot more current. I got a fish, I got a bite, so I'm happy to get that one. I'm gonna give this one about another 45 minutes or so, and then I got to make a decision on what I'm going to do. I'm into the middle of the afternoon here, so I got to make a decision. I'm going to run out of daylight. I may go try drifting. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it in dingy or stained water, but some of the main lake, I may give it a try. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I just like going into the day. I knew it was a bad combination of stuff going on, but I got the skunk out at least. Guys, I feel like I got a small fish wrapped in one of these lines. Maybe in this one. Some stuff wrapped. There we go. I think it's a fish. Got so much debris floating down through here. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of junk in the water. Thought something may have gotten on the line. I think that's what happened to that line. That line looks like it's up on top of the water. You get all this stuff washing down here. It grabs your line and drags it or gets hung on it and pulls it to the top. This feels like another channel cat, which I'll gladly take. If nothing else is eating, I'll take that. This one on perch. Woohoo! Got a perch bite. Small channel again. Check that line out, reposition myself even smaller than the last one. That one on a piece of perch. Man, we tied it up. All right, there's number 2, another channel cat, and man, he did not Fish did not hit it like a freight train. Barely knew it was on there. It was on there flopping around. I think it may have hit the chicken bait earlier. I seen that rod moving a little bit, but it finally got hooked up on the perch, so one apiece. No big fish yet. Don't know if they're in here. I'm just trying this to see what's working. I'm gonna give it a little while longer. I'm getting bit. At least I caught some fish. Not what I'm looking for, but it's eliminating some water. I've eliminated a lot of water so far today, and sometimes that's what it's like. But now, what I was saying earlier just about this combination of what we got with a lot of rain. We've had repeated rain. If you watched any of my videos, we had a lot of rain this winter, as many of you have around the country, and it's just constant water flow through the system, and that's not normal for us. You know, it's 24 hours a day moving, and about the time they get the lake kind of cleared up and stable, we get some more rain. Sometimes we don't even get a break. We don't even get to that point. We did this time. Right before I left, it was decent. The bite was decent, halfway predictable. But man, we're right back to it. Muddy water, dirty water, dingy water, and constant flow. So it makes it tough. It makes the fishing tough. There are periods during this, when it first starts, that you can catch some fish. It kind of sparks a bite. Sadly, we're about 24 to 48 hours past that point, so down to scraps. But I'm gonna keep scrapping, see if I can find one. Guys, I think there may be a fish on here. Boom. It is, it is, it is. I just got through saying I was getting ready to move, and I turned around and I seen a rod going pop, pop, pop. Not a monster, but one more fish out of this spot before I go. Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking, man, where am I gonna go to? And I said, I'll reel them in and figure out once the boat's rolling, and poof, got another one. And guys, perch is taking the lead. That is a perch bait. I think I could catch some more of these if I hung around a while, but I'd like to get one big fish before I leave. Another channel cat. Everyone up here has been channel cats. I've not had a blue, which is interesting. Typically when it gets cold and muddy and dank, you know, you're going to get onto the blues, but not today. Not yet. Holding out though. Holding out, we can get one. These are my new planer boards. These are the ones from B-Cat. These things are big, guys. Got a lot of flotation. This is that EVA foam that is on them. Even got my logo on there, my number, in case I lose them. That helps. And a new heavy-duty clip. Not only has a post, but it's got a little locking bracket. I'm gonna try these suckers out today and see how they perform. If you don't know anything about planer boards, basically they are a way to get your lines away from the boat. When you're drifting, trolling, dragging, whatever you want to call it, all of your lines will tend to go straight out behind the boat. If you use a planer board, it will help you get them away from the boat. What happens is you attach this to the line. This just has a big clip on it right there, like that. So now it's attached to the line. It's not coming off. Then what you're going to do is clip the leading edge of the line onto this clip, and on this type it actually locks down in place. It's going to stay on there, so even if you were to break your line, if your rig gets hung, it's staying on, which is a pretty cool feature. And these have got a lot of foam on them. I'm going to be curious to see how they perform today. I hoped to have a little more time. Get that line going out. We'll try them out, but try them for a little bit. But what happens is you let line out like it's going out now. You'll knock it in gear. And when it gets pulled tight, that thing's going to get pulled at an angle, and it causes it. It's like putting your hand out a car window driving down the road. You turn it at an angle, it like wants to fly away from the car, and that's what happens here. These things have got a lot of flotation on them. They will hold up a lot of weight, and today's kind of a good day. We got a little bit of a wind, One of the things that always affects planer boards is how does the wind affect them. So we're gonna find out. All right, so again, there's the board. That's what it looks like. Got a piece of foam, it's got this little rudder blade, whatever you're gonna call it. The clip that locks onto the line. And this here is what holds it on the line. Kind of simple. Again, these are made by BCAT. Y'all can check them out on Facebook if you're interested in getting some of these. What you do first, cast your line out. Now, one of the reasons I run a little bit heavier line like I do is because of planer boards having something to grip onto. I like having that heavier line. But once you get your line cast out, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the clip in the back, which is this piece right here. And some of these have different little clips that hold it on the line. Again, this secures it to the line. And then you are hooking this to the end of the line toward your rod. Now, some of these boards you will buy have just a little spring clip here that clips down. This one here actually has a locking clip, which is something different. I've never used this. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these work. But then you can drop the board right in the water next to the boat, or you can do like I do and kind of pitch it out. Let it work its way away from the boat. Get your other lines in the water. And just like that, you're fishing. Well guys, I was hoping to finish up strong with a big fish, or just a decent fish, but don't look like it's gonna happen. Look over my shoulder there and well, sun setting. Getting dark, we're about out of daylight here. Just not happening. Just nothing on this drift through here. Here's what it is. Happy to catch a couple fish today. It's good to be back on the water after working for a while. Thank you, Lord, for some work going on back here. Starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel with all the COVID stuff. And I'm getting the fish. Hey, I can't complain, man. 3 fish in the boat. Perch, 1 today. First time that perch has outperformed chicken. Now, granted, we only caught 3 fish, but a victory is a victory. So, it is what it is. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll try to do this again when the fish are biting better. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one, and then that one. No, do that one first, and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.